Welcome to this answer explanation video for recognising tenths and hundredths. This video will talk through the answers to the recognising tenths and hundredths worksheet and have a look at some of the tricky bits. Question 1. Write the fractions shown in each representation. So we have representation A on a 100 square, B on a bar model and C on a part whole model, and then which fraction is the odd one out. So representation A on the 100 square, we already know that one complete bar going across one entire row is equivalent to 1/10. So we could start by counting up how many tenths we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 tenths, but then my hundreds, so the squares on their own, I actually have 13. So I have 13 hundredths and 6 tenths. I know that 6 tenths are equivalent to 60 hundredths. So if I add the two together, 60 add 13 is 73, and my fraction is hundredths. So the A is 73 hundredths. B, we have our bar model showing the parts, and then we've got to work out the whole. So we have 9 hundredths and 2 hundredths. So here we're adding together 9 and 2 to get 11, and our fraction is hundredths. C, we have our part whole model. So we have 7 tenths and 3 hundredths. We know that 7 tenths are the same as 70 hundredths plus our 3 hundredths, which is 73 hundredths. The next part of the question was to work out which fraction is the odd one out. So having a look at our answers, we have A and C are 73 hundredths, so the odd one out must be B because that's 11 hundredths. Question 2. Complete the representations according to the clues. So we have A on a bar model and B on a 100 square. Having a look at A, we have, so there are 4 tenths and 6 hundredths. Now I know that my 4 tenths are going to be bigger, so I'm going to put that into my bigger section here. And 6 hundredths would go here. And then we need to make sure that we put the whole amount into the top. So our parts are 4 tenths and 6 hundredths. So 4 tenths is equivalent to 40 hundredths plus the 6 hundredths. So the answer is 46 hundredths in that top box there. Question B. The tenths digit is double the hundredths digit. Both digits are divisible by 4. So I'm looking for a tenths digit, which is twice as much as the hundredths digit, and both digits are divisible by 4, so they're in the 4 times table. I'm looking then for a number in the 4 times table, and I'm thinking about doubling and halving to check our answers. So I know that my tenths digit is going to be greater than the hundredths digit. So something that I could try is having 8 tenths. That would then mean for my tenths digit to be double, I can halve it to get to my hundreds. So I could have 4 hundredths. And then if I add the two together, we know that 8 tenths is the same as 80 hundredths. So I would have 84 hundredths. And then I need to shade that in on my 100 square. So if I just do this very roughly, I need to make sure, so that's 1/10, so I need to do 8 of these rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of this would need to be shaded to show my 8 tenths. And I'm sure yours is much neater because you have more time. So they're representing my 8 tenths, and then my 4 hundredths, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's shade those 4 squares in there to represent the 4 hundredths. Question 3. Tom and Liv are both shading the same representation. Who is correct? Explain how you know. So we have a representation on a 100 square there, and then we have Tom saying, I think the square now represents 6 tenths and 2 hundredths. And then we have Liv, I shaded 3 tenths and 5 hundredths with diagonal lines. So they're both working on the same representation. Let's have a look at Tom first. He is saying that they now have 6 tenths and 2 hundredths. So I'm going to count really carefully to see how many tenths and hundredths we have. If I count the rows first of all, that will tell me how many tenths we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tenths. And we also have the 2 squares on their own, so the 2 hundredths. Now, Thomas said that it represents 6 tenths of 2 hundredths, and at the moment I don't agree because I think there are 7 tenths and 2 hundredths. Let's check what Liv said. I shaded 3 tenths of 5 hundredths with diagonal lines. So again, we can start by looking at the full rows. There are tenths, and we have 1, 2, 3. So Liv definitely had 3 tenths. Let's see how many hundredths she had. They go into 2 different rows here. So we have 1, 2, 3 at the end of that row, plus 2 more. So that's 5 hundredths. So, having looked carefully at the hundred square and looked at which parts have been shaded, I would say that Liv is correct because she has shaded in 3 tenths and 5 hundredths, so that's 35 hundredths of the whole amount. Tommy's incorrect because the square represents 7 tenths and 2 hundredths. That was a video explaining the answers to the Recognising Tenths and Hundredths worksheet from Classroom Secrets. For a video tutorial on the same step, go to kids.classroomsecrets.co.uk, and for more worksheets, go to classroomsecrets.co.uk. Thank you for watching.